Hey, what's going on, guys? Mask Gamer here, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about the virus. Yes, the virus. I hate really talking about the virus, honestly, but it's something that needs to be addressed, and I know that all of you know that it's there, because if you didn't know that it was there, you'd be kind of blind. It is everywhere now. I don't think there's a country in the world without one infected. Um, however, um, there's no real need to panic because the world goes through this about every 100 years. The Spanish flu from 100 years ago, 1920. Before that was one of the major plagues, um, Black Plague, the Black Death. That's the same thing. But you get my point. It happens about every 100 years, roughly. Hang on. Sorry, my throat really hurts. Um, but yeah, about every 100 years, we go through this process, and it sucks. It really does, because the whole world kind of just falls apart and then gradually builds itself up again. And you've seen in the past 100 years that we've made cars, we've made computers. It's advanced a lot over the past 100 years, and there's no reason to panic because this is just going to go away. It will go away. There's a lot of people right now who are wearing masks everywhere. Me not counting, because I always wear one. I don't always wear one, but I usually wear one. And unless I'm told to wear a mask everywhere, I'm not going to wear a mask everywhere. I'm really not. I don't really see a need in going out of my way to put it on and go through all of that just because I'm scared of a virus. And honestly, if I get it, I get it. It's not going to kill me. I know it's not going to kill me. However, a lot of people's families are in high risk groups, which sucks because a lot of my extended family is in a high risk group, which honestly it does suck, and it really does make you think, what if they get it? What if they die? But don't think about it. Don't think about it like that. Right now, what I want you to do is I want you to spend time with your families. Get outside. Well, not right now. It's raining. But when it gets warmer again, go outside. Play games with your family. Watch movies. Watch TV with your family, preferably. This is one of those times where you need to take advantage of being home. Because I know most states in Ohio and most states in the U.S. are under a social distancing, not quite a proper quarantine. However, a lot of countries are. We're far better off than a lot of places, and I encourage you not to go crazy with going out places because you are allowed. You just shouldn't. Um, you need to be smart about it. Um, Me and my family have been getting a lot of work done in the house, outside, in the back. We just rolled the yard because it was muddy, and it was really muddy and bad. Mostly because of the constant rain and a bunch of footprints back there and all kinds of crap. But point being, get work done with your family. Be productive. Be not productive, but be with your family. It might be social distancing, but you don't need to distance yourself from the people that you're living with. Because you're living with them. If you get sick, they're going to get sick, and vice versa. It doesn't matter. If somebody in your house has it, guess what? You've got it. Whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, you've got it. As of right, or whenever this is, I need to look it up. As of today, I don't know what time it is, but the world is almost at 2 million. U.S. is just surpassing 500,000. We've had 33,000 recover in Ohio, or in the U.S., and we've had almost 500,000 people recover worldwide, which is honestly amazing because the death rate versus the recovery rate is much different than I was expecting it to be. And these are just and these are actually the cases deaths. These aren't overall deaths. However, China right now hasn't released their real numbers. Most of the numbers they've just thrown out there to get by until they can actually get their real numbers, because they've had so many deaths that they cannot keep up. And there are a lot of charities that you can donate to go to helping China and helping America with infected diseases. With infected people. But don't take the whole thing as a joke, and don't take it like it's the end of the world, because it's really not. There are a lot of things going on in the world right now which lead it to look like the end of the world in a biblical standpoint. But I really don't want to get into on camera. But if you want to have a Bible talk on our own, we can, depending on who you are and if you can get a hold of me. But there's a lot of things going on right now that are fairly biblical. So a lot of heavy Christians are believing that it is the end of the world. However, with the numbers of cases of COVID, I do not believe that this virus is going to be the end of the world. There are going to be a lot of deaths, thousands, if not millions of deaths. Depending on how long this goes on, it's going to be bad. It really will. And our economy is going to reset, because if you haven't noticed the gas prices, the lowest gas price I saw yesterday was $1.26 a gallon for gas and $2.26 for diesel. It was pretty impressively low. That's what the whole economy is kind of doing right now. And as you know, at least in Ohio, after the social distancing thing happened, a lot of people got laid off their jobs and have tried to do unemployment, which hasn't really worked for all of them. So I'm predicting that crime rates are going to go up. I'm not sure if that's the whole country, continent, whatever, but at least in our area, there are that the crime rate's going to be going up. I can see it now because people are going to be scavenging around for supplies, food, survival supplies, knives, and probably guns too. So if somebody comes to your door, be prepared to protect yourself. Don't be paranoid at everyone that comes knocking at your door, but just be aware that it is a possibility. If there's a stranger, let a parent open the door for you, because you don't know who they are and what they're going to do. And a lot of people are like, it's just a random person. I can say hi, tell them this is the wrong house or whatever, and it'll be done. But this is not one of those times you can just do that, because I do that a lot. I'm not doing that. Unless I'm home. If I'm home alone, I'm going to answer the door. which doesn't make sense after what I just said. But with as much as especially my father has going on, I can't not. It'll probably be an Amazon delivery or something. So I just can't not open the door. But I'm prepared to protect myself. You need to be prepared to protect yourself. Now, in Ohio at the moment, which is going to affect the majority of you, as of today, 6,500 recovered, don't know. Deaths 248. I really don't think that this is the cases deaths or the overall deaths. I'm not 100% sure, but it's still bad. And this is one of those things that is like, Ebola and a bunch of other big viruses that have continuously kind of gone up. Now, you get those, and then you get COVID that kind of is just at a deadline because nobody knew about it. And then all of a sudden, it just jumps straight up. And this is an actual video. You can look it up. I don't remember what it is. And if I can find it, I'll put it linked in the description for you to watch. It is really neat. Because there's a bunch of different viruses. I know AIDS is on there. I know Ebola's on there. And I think there's 4 other than Corona. But when you see Corona, it shoots up like thousands in a day. It spreads quick. So I know you've heard this 100 times in different ads and such. Wash your hands. Keep your hands away from your face as much as you can. I know you're going to get itches, and it's going to happen, but be aware. Don't spread your germs too much. Keep it to a minimum. Sneeze into either your shirt or your elbow. When I sneeze like this as much as I can. Unless I'm outside by myself, then I just like let it all out, But anyways. Practice hygiene. Clean yourself, all of yourself. Scrub with soap and water. Don't just hop in. Ooh, I'm wet. Get out. You need to do more than that. So, I really feel like that's all I really wanted to cover. I just wanted to touch up on it. I really didn't want to go crazy political today. I just wanted to get the video out to you guys to tell you about it, kind of give you a better understanding of it, and if you didn't know. Do not freak out. Don't panic. It will be okay. You're not alone. There's only one person on the planet that has ever gone through something similar. 3 people, I think. That'd be the Queen of England, her husband, and one other guy who has lived through and gotten infected with the Spanish flu and Vietnam. Kudos to that guy. He also just recovered from Corona, which is honestly very impressive. I give props to this guy's immune system. Now, if you get it, zinc, and what's the other thing? Crap. I had zinc and something else. Do not take the vaccine. Do not let them take the vaccine. It has proven to be worse to get the vaccine than not to. It's bad, but I will try and find this other ingredient. Oh, SARS was the other thing on the graph, but I'm gonna try and find this thing. But put zinc in your water. You can put it. I think you can get it in liquid form, and you can just drop a few in it. And zinc is apparently good for you, for your immune system, to help with especially this virus. And this is a terrible website to get it from, because this is Healthline. This is a terrible place to get it. Don't tell me what's ineffective. Tell me what I can do, please. Okay, I can't find it, but if you can find it, definitely do that. Now, I will find out what it is, and I will put it in the description if you want to start using that. And I'll also put a link to the graph video in the description. And if you look up corona cases in the U.S. or whatever country you want or whatever state you want, it'll give you your state, your country, and then worldwide numbers. And it'll give you a little line graph of your whatever you looked up. So if you look up corona cases Ohio, it'll give you a graph, it'll give you a map, and it'll give you the overview. So if you want to check that out every day, or not even every day if you don't want to, you can. But don't stress about it. It is not a really big deal. Well, it is a big deal because obviously, but it's not something to panic about. It will be all over soon, I promise. But a lot of places are probably not going back into school sessions this year, so we are going to probably be stuck on online schooling for the rest of this year. It doesn't matter what grade you're in. So yeah, that'll be fun. Also, my logo, I changed it to a health mask. Just, it's funny. Don't take it as me making it a joke. Take it as me trying to lighten up the mood a little bit, as much as I can. So, anyways, I have gone way over my expected time frame, so I'm just going to sign off right here. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. And yeah, take care, guys. Be safe. Goodbye.